everybody. My name is Todd Bright. Welcome back. All right, that was a really fun day today with Beetlejuice. So this one, also really fun. I was just gonna say maybe a little bit more reclined. This is just me being picky because I think your proportions look great. I think your focus is good on the book there. But I think you can make him a little sloppier. You know, just really get into that character a little bit more. I'm trying to remember if this one was the one where he was super laid back, doing like that downward stare instead of like tilting his head straight. I want to try something real quick here. I wonder if, to get that relationship, to do our funny thing to try to do what Matt was doing, I kind of wonder if pushing that even further, so his eyes are here. This is why we experiment. What if we brought the book up to the same level as the eyes, you know, instead of it below his eyes? Yeah, I think that's the key, dude. I think that's it. To get that to read, I think that's it, man. I wish I would have done that in my drawing. Pushing the recline more and bringing that book so you get that doot, 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 you know, that line, that what do you call that? Sight line. Have that eye contact with the subject there. In this case, it's the book. All right, cool. That was fun. Really nice drawings. Lori, same thing. Great stuff today. I love this design you did, but I think this is the theme for today when I'm looking at everybody's drawings. Really giving him a purpose and then action, even though I like the drawing itself. But to me, I'm not sure what he's doing as an action. Figuring out what that might be. But is he pointing to something, like someone? Is he making a declaration, you know? So for example, if he's making a declaration, maybe he can be like, you know, I think of like a thespian actor, you know, or something like that. The reason I chose this, it just looked like arm was shooting out of block rather than these things are flowing together. Yeah, I almost wanted to get a little bit more of that flow together. Yeah, I think that's it. Welcome, welcome, Mr. Mark. So I actually showed Matt this drawing after the workshop, and I was like, what was it that you were doing here in this pose? And it's like saying no way, kind of like this gesture of no. And so it's like when you think about somebody doing that, and like especially some like this character specifically, he's very extreme, he's very exaggerated, you know, he's Beetlejuice, you know, he's Michael Keaton, right? But he's like, how can we get that motion, that shoulder area coming up? So I just might exaggerate that upward motion, like, and sometimes like to actually mimic the pose and see what it feels like, you know, and that will give me an idea sometimes of what to focus on. If there's this crossover gesture that he's doing, can I do that? Let's see if I could still frame his head, but it's like that gesture, and you're doing it, you have this you know, but I'm just going to bring it up maybe a little higher. If we're going to do this idea of pulling the shoulders up to get this action of you know, the jacket is going to lift up, and you already have this great belly here. You did. I don't like my arm drawing here, but I do like the idea of this lift. It's just adding a little bit more purpose and really thinking about what that model's doing, and sometimes again getting up and feeling that out and just pushing that idea. But really nice stuff, man. I can't wait to see more of your work. All right, Mr. Scott, you're definitely not one that is timid, you know, in your exaggeration of your figures. And sometimes I almost wish you would pull back a little bit. But this one, I was like, I think it needs to push this one, you know. And it's not just exaggerating for exaggeration's sake. And this goes for all of us, right? But like exaggerating for a purpose, you know, and pushing for a purpose. And in this case, I think you have all the nuts and bolts here, but to me I was thinking compositionally exaggerating, because Matt had this motion and his whole body is pointing to this female, and I don't remember her pose exactly, but it might be fun to buckle her knees, just pushing that performance a little bit more, because you know you push character so much in your work and exaggeration, and I love that. But just really honing in and going that next level of you know, what is the character thinking, what are they doing as an action, and really going for that, getting in the head there a little bit. And sometimes that could be a subtle thing. It doesn't have to be a big exaggeration. So as far as this line of action goes with Beetlejuice, just to almost look at that as an arrow, you know, to point to our lady here. I'm just nudging stuff today, guys. I just really hope that we can, you know, encourage each other to push those performances, and that's it. So, all right, that's all I got. You guys have a wonderful day, celebrating our 200th workshop today. Talk to you guys next Saturday for some Tina Turner.